Hey, good morning, everyone. And for everybody in the US, a happy Thanksgiving to you. It's a big holiday for you guys. I'm a Canadian and we have our Thanksgiving at another time. But regardless, we're neighbors, we're friends, we're partners, and Thanksgiving is a universal truth and a universal way of living that we all need more of. So I'm really pleased to be here with you guys. I've got a slightly different tech setup today, so hopefully that works okay. Think it will. But as you're joining and as you join in, if there's any problems, let me know. Give me a thumbs up or send me a little note. If you're having problems hearing me, I'm trying my different mic, mainly because I like to make sure that I've got a half decent type of recording for you guys, so the sound is half decent. There's a lot of echoes here in the little room where I work. So I wanted to talk today about the connection between gratitude, thanksgiving, and reaching your goal. So when I think about gratitude, I think about just being thankful for so many things that we have available to us, so many choices, so many luxuries that many people don't have, and also a real thanks for the simple things, those small things that we so often take for granted. Most of all, thanks for the people in our lives, the relationships, our families, our friends, our coworkers, and even thanks for the barista that makes a great cup of coffee for you and smiles every morning. So many things in our lives that we have to be thankful for. And I often think that we really forget this. We really just take things for granted. And I think that that's a pretty common human experience. Doesn't mean we're bad people, not by any means, but what it does mean is that it's easy for us to always be looking forward, looking to the future, looking for the things that we want, our dreams, our goals, and focusing on the problems that we have in our life. Some of us have big problems, some of us have tiny problems, some of us have a combination of all of these problems. And all of that aside, gratitude and thanksgiving is hugely important. And I wanted to talk about this connection between gratitude and reaching your goals. And so, as always, I've got a few notes here. You're going to see me referring to them from time to time. For me, one of the most important pieces about gratitude is that it helps me to focus. It helps me to feel good. If I'm feeling crummy, it helps me to feel better. If I'm feeling good, it helps me to feel even better. Practicing gratitude, when I start to think about all the amazing things that I have in my life that I'm so thankful for, it gives me a feeling of hope, a knowing that there's more available to me. It allows me to feel like there's more possibilities and that there is an openness to what is available to me and to everybody in the world. It also allows me to focus from a place of curiosity. And for those of you coaches, I know lots of you coaches watch this, you know that curiosity is a big component of coaching. What are we curious about? What do we not hold a preconceived notion about? How can we get out of our own heads and be curious about the way the world works, the people in our lives, the people that we speak to, and everything that we approach and everything that we touch? So when I do my gratitude practice, I always focused at the tiniest detail. I don't recommend repeating the same three things every day. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful that I live in a lovely home. I'm grateful that I live in a lovely country or community, because that is just a way of kind of decoding it. It doesn't really get you to the feeling of being grateful. And it's the feeling of gratitude that is the most important thing. And it is coincidentally one of the most important things in helping you reach your goals. So you're starting to see where I'm going with this gratitude and goals and dreams. So when you focus on the little details, you focus on how much you enjoy that first sip of coffee in the morning, how fortunate you are that you've got that great coffee maker. Maybe you use special water for it. You choose the blend that you like. You brew the cup. You smell the coffee as it's brewing. And then you pour it into one of your favorite mugs and you sit down. Maybe you're sitting at the table. Maybe you're sitting ready to do your morning rituals. And you can just appreciate that scent and that ritual of having that first sip of your morning coffee. Something that many of us do. You guys might be tea drinkers, but you get the idea. Everything from the anticipation to the experience, layering in all the senses to it, and how that deepens your appreciation for such a simple thing, something that most of us have every single day in our lives. So to get to that detail and to really experience that feeling of gratitude really opens us up into that feeling good place, that feeling better place, that feeling hopeful place. So now let's look at goals. And I'm not talking about those goals that they make you have at work. You know, maybe you need to increase your productivity by a certain percentage, or maybe you need to bring in a new initiative. I'm talking about the goals that you as a human want and crave and dream about. Maybe it's a goal for travel. Maybe it's that country that you've always wanted to visit. You don't know why you're drawn to it, but you really want to go there. There's something that has meaning to you there. Maybe it's a goal to write and publish your first book. Maybe it's a goal to research your family history and to understand where you've come from. Get in touch with the people that are your ancestors and then a deeper understanding about who you are and where you've come from in the world. Maybe it's a goal or a dream to have something new, like a sailboat, for instance. Maybe you just love the idea of working the sailboat and traveling across the ocean and being part of the wind and the ocean and the skies and working as part of a team. Maybe it's a dream to grow a coaching business, a business where you really make a difference in the world, where you get to be fulfilled, you live your life, and you impact people and help them to have better lives. Those are the kinds of dreams and goals that I'm talking about. So maybe you have one of those goals, and it's something that you dream of, but you've never done or you've never had it before, right? And so if you're in one of those dreams that you've got and you've never done or had it before, how do you do it? You don't know how. So when you think about these things, the ones that you really, really, really want, but you have no experience, how do you make it happen? Well, it's just like any invention. You think about the iPhone, for instance, or the Android, or the computer, the first laptop, the first typewriter, the first light bulb. And we all know that story about it started as an idea, just an idea. And the person who created that for the first time, or the next iteration of it, or the next generation of it, had no idea. They just had a dream. They had an idea, a possibility that, wouldn't it be neat if? I would love to do that. Wouldn't that be cool? And they get immersed in that goal. And so they don't know how to do it either. So they have to experiment. And experimenting, you're going to find a whole bunch of ways that you don't know what to do. And they don't work. Lots of ways that don't work. And it is easy for us to get discouraged, to get frustrated, to get tired, to get overwhelmed. So say, for instance, you have this dream, and because I love to teach and mentor coaches, say you've got this dream of building an awesome coaching business. You've got an area, a type of person that you would love to work with. You know that you can really help them in a certain area of their life, but you've never built a business before. You've got this dream and you try a whole bunch of different stuff and it's not sticking together. It just didn't work. The first time didn't work. The second time didn't work. The third time didn't work, and you get frustrated. And more than anything, what I want you to do is I want you to be able to pause and take a breath and reconnect with that dream and stay with it. If you were given that dream and it means something to you, it also means that you were meant to do that or something better. So the reason for this particular Facebook Live is to give you that message that, yes, I know you're going to have challenges anytime you're trying to reach a goal, especially when it's a goal, something that's really important to you. And you will get discouraged and you will get overwhelmed. But if you do your gratitude practice, that gratitude practice that I spoke about at the beginning of this video, where you get into that hopeful feeling, when you get to that place where you're really thankful for so many things in your life, it allows you to calm down. It allows you to stop fussing and circling and striving and trying to work out every single little detail, just like it's the working hard on the details when you've got your nose to the grindstone and you're just working and working and working and you're overwhelmed and you're fried up. But when you get and start to use your gratitude practice and you integrate your gratitude practice with your goal reaching practice, now you've got something that can really help keep you motivated. It can help to keep you inspired, because when you do your gratitude work and you feel better, you start to feel more hopeful. You start to feel more inspired. You start to feel rejuvenated and refreshed. Now your mind is going to be freed up. So instead of just circling and circling and circling the same little area where you don't know what to do, you're going to have those flashes of inspiration. You're going to think of that person that maybe you should write a note to, or pick up the phone and call, or text, or reach out to on social media. You're going to have creative ideas that you wouldn't have had because your brain has had a chance to relax, feel good. And when you feel good, you're more open to creative inspiration. When you get that creative inspiration, those are the things that now you want to act on. You hear it, maybe you see it, maybe it occurs to you just as a flash of insight. Take action. Those are the pieces that really, really will move you forward towards your dream. It's something that maybe you've been thinking of for quite some time and you just totally forgot about it. It just went out of your mind because you were so busy working hard on your dream, working hard on your goal. So, did I tell you everything I wanted to tell you? Let me just see, just a sec. Yeah, so let's just wrap it up here. So, how does your gratitude practice, how does being thankful in your life, how does it add to your goals? Finally, by feeling grateful and feeling thankful and moving yourself into that better feeling, that good feeling state, it allows you to be inspired. It allows you to be open. It allows you to be curious and allows you to be creative. And when you're in that hopeful, open, curious space, now you're perfectly primed to come up with the next thing to do that will help you to reach your goal. Then when you get that idea, capture it and do it. Take action on it. Sometimes you might have a flash of insight as you're in the middle of your gratitude practice. Make a little note of it in your journal. Leave yourself a little voice note on your phone. Pop it into your Evernote so you don't forget that that idea came up for you. And then the magic is in the had the inspired action. Take action, do it. So I hope that this is useful for you guys. I hope that I hear from you. I would love to hear, is this useful for you? Is this something that helped you? And I know it has worked for me in the past, and that's why I like to share it with you. The things that I do that work well for me, I like to share with you because hopefully I can save you some extra work. I can hopefully save you some of that frustration and overwhelm. In the meantime, and in closing, I have a wonderful PDF that I would love to offer to you. It is a free report on the essential steps that you need to start and grow your coaching business. I know a lot of new coaches. You guys are such heart-centered, mission-driven people who are really want to make a difference in this world. And then it can get overwhelming. So I pulled this little checklist together for you, so you've got something that you can follow along with, and it's going to make your life to starting and growing your coaching practice so much easier. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in today. I am thankful for you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.